At 70 years old, Robert sat in his modest living room, a stack of bills on the table in front of him. His savings account, once thought to be a safety net, barely kept up with inflation. The investment portfolio he had built carefully over decades now seemed insufficient. Robert wasn't reckless. He had always lived within his means, avoided debt, and followed conventional advice. Yet somehow, he still found himself financially constrained. Across the street, a neighbor of the same age appeared to live comfortably in retirement. Robert wondered, where did he go wrong? Robert's experience is not unique. Behavioral psychology, hidden systemic constraints, and historical financial patterns often create invisible ceilings on wealth, even for diligent savers. This video examines how the mistakes of a single 70-year-old reflect patterns stretching back decades. Lessons in money psychology, compounding errors, and societal wealth traps. Humans are wired to seek comfort and avoid discomfort. Robert's savings decisions were influenced by subtle biases, overconfidence in stable markets, underestimation of inflation, and emotional attachment to liquidity. Behavioral economists call this the comfort zone bias. We invest and spend in ways that feel safe, not always in ways that maximize long-term outcomes. Historical studies show similar patterns. Retirees in the 1970s, who avoided stocks during market downturns, often fell behind those who stayed invested, despite appearing cautious. Psychological comfort often masks real financial vulnerability. Consider Robert's portfolio. $500,000 invested primarily in conservative bonds with an average annual return of 3%. Adjusted for inflation at 2.5% per year, his real growth is effectively 0.5%. In 20 years, his wealth only grows to about $552,000 in today's dollars, barely more than he started with. Had he incorporated a modest 5% stock allocation, the same period could yield roughly $662,000 in real terms, a difference of $110,000 simply from strategic allocation. Small percentage differences, compounded over decades, are profound and often invisible until it's too late. Robert's experience reflects broader economic mechanics. Historically, middle-class wealth accumulation is constrained not just by personal choices, but by systemic factors. Rising healthcare costs, stagnant wage growth, and inflationary pressures. The 1929 crash, the 1970s stagflation, and the 2008 financial crisis all highlight that prudent behavior alone cannot fully insulate one from external forces. Wealth ceilings emerge naturally in predictable patterns, and understanding them requires both historical context and psychological insight. What sets Robert's story apart is not his age, but his perspective. By reframing financial identity, not as someone who failed to save enough, but as someone who understands invisible behavioral and systemic patterns, he gains agency. Viewing money as a dynamic system rather than a static number in a bank account shifts his mindset from fear to strategy. This identity shift allows him to plan differently, embrace calculated risk, and avoid repeating historical pitfalls. Robert's story teaches that financial wisdom extends beyond spreadsheets and savings accounts. Awareness of psychological tendencies, understanding systemic constraints, and recognizing historical patterns equip us to make more informed decisions. Even at 70, a new perspective on wealth can transform not only outcomes, but the peace of mind that comes with truly understanding money.